Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today we're back with Morsnex. Obviously Morsnex being on the Nintendo Switch once again, and it was goal free. And I was playing with a friend, aka the person I mainly pocketed, and I already played with the BAP a few games prior, so I knew I was able to rely on him for heals. Our Torb was consistently complaining about not getting healed. I didn't remember how much I healed him, but BAP did heal him. He also was quite often, he's quite often out of my LOS, or I was pocketing my friend. All right, Morsnex, so we're gonna look at this. I believe I remember the last one of yours actually. I don't know why I remember it so well. It was on Hollywood, and we were talking about duo syndrome, weren't we? We were talking about how you were spending a lot of your time just being with one singular person when we could definitely spread out the damage just a little bit more. So I feel as though we'll definitely have a look at that today, but also kind of see what this toy has been complaining about, alright? Once again, if you guys want to get your own VOD views, leave for 5,000 channel points. I do the one with Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. They are completely for free, and you essentially just need to obviously come over to any of my streams, and you can just earn the channel points by simply lurking, or you can come and say hello to my lovely community. It is completely whatever you feel most comfortable with. We have the combat medic on. I love it how it's like, before I did all today's VODs, by the way, I was like, I haven't seen any combat medics. I've had so many combat medics today, which I just think is like really, really funny. Obviously a very, very cute skin. I do love it. And yeah, so I guess we'll just get into it. Obviously we're on Shambali. Love what we're holding right now on Shambali. Love how obviously, you know, we're playing behind this cover with our soldier. My only thing is, while we're playing kind of with the soldier, make sure that we're okay, first of all, I'll talk about the G in a sec. I just, as you're kind of like looking, you can see obviously soldier's health bar on your screen, right? So you can see obviously what health he's like at and stuff like that. So I would definitely just be, as you're doing this, look at the cards like kind of like here, so you can keep kind of like assessing kind of like the situation for them, because they might need, you know, it's like to go and help them and stuff like that. So definitely just, you know, bear that in mind. Now with this GA, if you see a DPS want to try and push this chokehold, okay, you never ever know what's going to be like coming down here basically. So I don't recommend ever GAing out here basically. I would actually recommend, if you, if you just GA and then like play around this pillar basically, rather than you like GA yourself out here, just purely because obviously you can't see the Sombra, but I can see obviously when it goes to the replay viewer. But a lot of the times, a lot of like DPS, like say like soldiers and stuff like that, will be will be coming around and flanking around here. So just be kind of like really cautious of that basically. So we're just playing a cover. Whenever you see Sombra hackers, be sure that we're going and like playing in cover and stuff like that. Just try and like maybe block out the hack and stuff, and also just keep it safe. That is so sweet though, coming to lamp you though. But can you see how like we're currently in the middle of like battling all this, and we're not looking at the points? All right, we need to basically react to this quicker, okay? We need to be like, okay, I'm being hacked, bam. Oh no, but I need to go and help the point, okay? And then go and help out. Yeah, zoned out. Yeah, which I feel as though because you zoned out while you're getting hacked and stuff like that, which all comes down to this position as well, because I would have so much preferred it if you just played like around here, okay? Because if you play around here, it's actually a lot easier just to cut off the hack by just walking around like this. Like, haha, like try and get me somewhere, you know, kind of thing. And then you could go and help your team. Because what ends up happening is, because you and BAP are here, like, obviously, you know, trying to protect you guys, it means that we're not here to help, and that this is why the Sims died, is because nobody's here to come and peel for her, okay? So we definitely just need to make sure that we're still staying aware, like, throughout this team fight. We also obviously need to be making sure that we're still helping Orisa as well. Make that more of a directional GA. So, like, I love how you're trying to, you know, go and help and peel for your, Orisa right now. This is completely fine, but make this more of a GA slingshot up to here if you can, or like GA onto the stairs and stuff like that, just so you can get back around to these guys and you're not like just casually just like floating up in the air as you have just done, because you floating up here is completely an LOS of these guys, okay? So I think definitely we need to make like a bit more of like a sharper rotation around these stairs and stuff basically. Next, I'm heading back to our soldier again. The same thing again, just make sure we're, you know, we're moving that camera a bit, just make sure our wrist is okay basically. Same thing again with the Sombra. As soon as you see your hack, make sure we're getting like some kind of like cover and stuff like that. Really, really nice. I love how much your BAP's peeling for you though. This is really, really sweet. Nice. Don't worry really about like, you know, keeping BAP's like full HP. Remember, like, especially when it's like passive times like this. Damage missed your BAP here, by the way. When it's like passive times like this, BAP can just regen himself basically, so it's alright. But yeah, you see how your BAP's like starting to walk on to the Sombra right now? Go to damage boost him because you want to try and get rid of the Sombra as quickly as you can. So I think definitely we need to be, you know, damage this our BAP here because he's the one that's going in to go and contest. And then we can go back to go and help in our soldier, okay? Absolutely love this BAP. He kept everyone up so well, especially me. He seems so sweet. He like, what's it called? He's really like helping keeping you up. Make sure that we're not going AFK during the middle of a team fight though, because obviously we need to help, you know, we need to help other people. Like, we're kind of AFK for a sec there. We never ever want to try and AFK if we can. With this GA, yes, I know you want to go and help the soldier. GA yourself to here instead rather than this side. The reason... Oh, someone wants into my room. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, do you see this is a direct LOS of all these guys compared to doing this where this pillar blocks everyone, okay? I'd rather you take the safer route here to go and help your soldier by GAing to this. Also, if you stay here, then it means obviously you can balance heals between obviously helping your BAP and then helping your soldier like this, okay? Obviously, you heard that they got a sniper now, so it's going to be a widow, so just try not to peek it. Well, literally as proven, okay? But the best way you can hear where snipers are is either if someone pings them, you see the bullets, like for example, widow, you can see kind of like their big, long, like bullets of like where they're trying to shoot. But also, like, if teammates will call out, like, you know, the actual characters themselves, they will call out like sniper locators or something like that, okay? Try to look where they are when that's happening and think to yourself, okay, where is the sniper going to be, okay? Because right now, you don't actually need to rotate to the Orisa, kind of like where you are, okay? Because you were playing here, right? You would actually make a rotation with the soldier. So, like, you do, like, a wall bounce on this pillar with, like, the soldier. Come around here. And then you could play around here and, like, help out here. Because this rotation right now is really, really risky right now. And you don't really need to make this risky rotation. Because also your BAP's here to, like, to try and help. So I think we should definitely made a slightly safer rotation, though, if we wanted to go and help. Because that was, like, really, really risky from ourselves. But we'll keep going. So you see where our soldiers go in. Same thing again with the super jumps. Try to make them like angled GAs. I would rather you just GA yourself all the way to like this piece of cover like here. Still stay pushed up here though, because we could definitely still help out Orisa. Nice. Nice. Obviously you can hear the widow now in that room, so obviously you do end up kind of playing back a bit. Nice. You see how our BAP is like trying to contest her right now and he's really, really weak? I think definitely try to stick the blue beam onto him up until our soldier starts contesting it here. Because can you see how like we're kind of like just abandoning our soldier here is trying like, you know, to contest it all and everything. Movement's a tiny bit messy there. Okay. I feel as though we don't need the Valk if we have better positioning here. Let's rewind this. Let's talk about this. Okay, so this is the point where obviously I was saying, so I will play where I think you should play. So I would maybe like help out the BAP, but I see my soldier contesting. All right, I push him with soldier. I push him with soldier. Help him contest here. Okay, cool. Okay, now they use Blizzard main. Okay, so let's quickly outpeak this. We can help Orisa here. Let's damage boost his ults. Okay, she used her ult. Let's keep on damage boosting her. We can now damage boost soldier. Okay, that's fine. She falls. That's fine. We can still keep continuing damage with visor. Or you do not need to Valk at all for this entire thing. We can literally just, we can literally just play around this area. Like, I feel as though we end up kind of backing off to our BAP because we see he's weak. Literally, all you have to do is just do a nice little directional GA back to your team, okay? When a team fight is going on, we want to try and keep ourselves as involved as possible. And what I mean by this is trying to keep ourselves like within the team and like being able to make sure that we are like, you know, like with the team as much as possible, rather than you kind of like just bring yourself out to be outside of this team fight. So I would have definitely like I would definitely try to help out some more people main. Then we can damage with the end of this visor. Obviously you're in Valk, so it doesn't really matter too much about this res. It's completely fine. Nice GA back out. But I think we could have definitely avoided this entire Valk if we played a little bit more aggressively. Okay? But we'll keep going. Just stay main here and establish with people main. Nice. Obviously we rotate back. Nice, so we start to obviously, you know, rotate back up to where we should be. At this point, obviously our soldiers are back in, so we should also start, which is very, very nice from you, Morsnex. So keep going. Back to where we were, which is really, really good. Same thing again, obviously just be trying to look at your team as we're doing so. Because right now we're very, very focused on just our soldiers. So we need to be also looking at... You see how our Orisa is like really, really weak right now? And you can hear the Reaper. Well, obviously the Reaper's backed off. But like you could hear the Reaper and stuff like that. I would definitely still be trying to help our Orisa out a tiny bit more here. That's a fine rotation. I feel as though we should definitely stay with the Orisa a little bit longer. I don't like that res. Okay, let's talk about all this, okay? So, Widow Jane down to help the Orisa. At this point, you hear the window main, right? I would not even be trying to contact. Once again, I'll do the same thing again where I'll kind of like play where I think you should play. So she ends up getting absolutely annihilated. That is completely not your fault. And obviously you hear the Reaper behind you, okay? I would definitely now use someone to get to someone. So let's say, okay, let's go up to a soldier now. That's fine. We go up to soldier. But like keep on obviously peeking these guys on the just in case. Simmon's getting picked off. Bab's gonna end up getting picked off. Okay, that's fine. Let's help soldier. We see the Reaper. I would then GA around to be around here. So we could be at a max distance away from him. We'll play here, we'll play here, we'll play here. And then we need to try and keep soldier up if we can. If soldier ends up dying here, then it's fine. We just reset. You rezzing here is not going to help your situation. What's the goal? I still regretted it. I started it and then regretted it. Okay, which I feel that we should definitely kind of realize at this point in time before we go for this res. How many members do we have alive? And is this winnable for us right now? The answer to this is no, because obviously he has Reaper walking onto him. He also has March that's now started walking onto him. He's not going to now win this. Like this is more sort of like a reset kind of scenario, basically. So I would have definitely like stayed somewhere like around here and then just reset, basically. Obviously, what you end up doing though. So you end up trying to get yourself out, and then yeah, I would just die at that point. Honestly, I think that's really unfortunate that you've ended up staggering obviously yourself and your BAP. It means that you're now not going to be able to recontest this next team fight a little bit quicker. So just be kind of like really cautious about like, you know, maybe like nearly staggering people and stuff like that when we're doing team fights like this, alright? But we'll keep going. Nice heals into Orisa. Just obviously be really, really cautious once again. Be looking up at your soldier right now. I feel as though we're very, very tunnel visioned, okay? We're definitely like just looking at this one person who we've got our beam on, okay? I want you Morsnex to be kind of a little bit more aware right now where we're looking around to people a little bit more. Like say, oh, I can hear the Reaper coming on the soldier. Let's go up and go and help him. You know, because right now our Orisa is like really, really safe right now. We should definitely be like, what's it called? Be looking to maybe go and help our soldier a tiny bit more and be like really looking around some more. Because right now, our soldier is going to do so much more, like trying to get a pick off right now, rather than your Orisa. Remember, Orisa has like a really like, Orisa has so much more of a drop off in damage compared to soldier. Because obviously soldier is a little bit more like longer range compared to the Orisa. So he's going to get so much more done. Plus obviously he'll do more damage as well because he's a DPS. So he will definitely do more for your team right now if you're up here with him. Instead we've very much been stood here like tunnel vision to this Orisa for this entire team fight. They end up capping it, which is unfortunate. Nice build on the Orisa. Love how obviously, you know, we're trying to help her out right now. She ends up falling, completely fine. We just need to back off now. Nice rotation back. I like that rotation. Oh, don't GA back in though. We can still reach our beam when we're here, by the way. Because once again, you GA yourself back in is going to put you at risk too of anyone that's going to start rushing main to try and get staggers and stuff. So I think definitely we should maybe just like stay here because Soldier's going to run back to us. He's not going to keep on like trying to contest here. So don't make ourselves at risk by trying to GA in as we just have done, okay? Keep trying to back out. Nice. Very, very good buys from your soldier. Keep pushing it with him though. You can res. Nice. It's just unfortunate that she's getting hit by some headshots from the Zen. You can't do anything to out heal that basically. Nice. Just once again keep looking in front because remember obviously the sim has gone in aggressively and stuff like that. So same thing. Keep looking at your team. Nice. Key damage to your soldier here. Nice heals obviously on sim. I would walk forward with Sim now, actually. Because what's going to happen is your Sim is going to have a really high charged beam. Because if people obviously don't know how Sim works by charging up her beam by either like damaging people or she can charge up her shields as well. As soon as she gets like to level 3 charge, she'll just start walking into people because she does so much damage. Add a damage boost to that, she's just absolutely broken, okay? So whenever you see Sim kind of walking in on this, you know that she's going to have quite a bit of high charge on her beam basically. You want to enable her right now. Put that damage boost on her. You could just play on the cart basically like here. Just keep pushed up with her basically and keep walking in with her basically. And obviously we realized that the thing is behind us, which I would have definitely just been obviously just pushed up with the sim, which would have completely avoided that scenario, which would have been really, really great. Leave your Orisa right now. Your Orisa's completely fine. Remember, Orisa has like 400 HP and stuff like that. So I would definitely just stick it out with like your DPS right now, trying to get this this Reaper that's trying to get out basically. Or like whoever it was that was trying to get out basically. Nice. I feel as though you meant to GA to your BAP there, but obviously it didn't happen, which is completely fine. Same thing about the random GA in, okay? We know our Orisa's going to be backing out. We don't want to be closing this distance to the Orisa because obviously it'll end up with us like being taken out. So I'd rather you, once again, you kept your distance if you could. Now, you end up Valking here. I respect this Valk. I think this is good. Just once again, push this damage boost some more. Nice. Once again, don't be GAing yourself back in. Nice use of cover actually. Ooh, don't GA in though. There's been a few times now where we're kind of like GAing ourselves into danger, right? Remember, Morsnex, we can cancel our GAs, okay? What I mean by this is you can do this as well in Valk, right? If you're using your Valk and like you're up here, but say you want to kind of like GA like to them, but then GA away, instead of just going straight into them and then GAing out, you can instead just do like a little GA and then you can either jump early to do it, or you can also just GA cancel just to keep that distance from people, okay? Because I feel as though there's been quite a few times throughout this entire like team fight where we've gone in too aggressively into our team with our GAs, literally even make them cancel GAs or just press your jump slightly earlier to be able to slingshot out a little bit sooner, all right? Can't keep battle though, unfortunately, because it's just a lot of damage. Nice res though, I will say. Very, very nice. Nice peel for Orisa. That's fine for you to J in there. But she ends up falling because the lamp is sadly not in the best place. At this point, we just need to back out and reset. Nice. Nice. Just get out. Like, you don't even, once again, you don't need to be going in for your BAP here. Like, yes, if you get your BAP out, this is great. However, if your BAP ends up falling, I'd rather you didn't end up staggering yourself as well afterwards. I'd rather you already getting yourself back out. So if you can, instead of like J'ing yourself in, just wait for your BAP. Then once you get back within like GA range, flick yourself up onto this high ground here, and then you can just wait for your BAP to get back, basically. Nice. And now obviously you end up getting yourselves back, which is really good. Just make sure obviously you're making that distance just to make sure that we're what's called. We're not end up gonna get pressured by people that are gonna be coming in like aggressively after the last team fight. Next damage boost obviously on Soldier, same thing again, just try and what's it called? Try just to keep looking at our team a little bit more, because once again we're very, very tunnel vision. Nice, obviously flank with your Soldier. Just once again, while he's not doing this flank, like you can see obviously he's backing off. I would definitely be going to go and help your sim now, because you can see how weak our sim is. You see, like, I feel as though Morsnex, I'm not going to agree with your sim because there's been a few questionable things your sim has done, but I'm definitely going to say to you there has been quite a lot of times where we have just abandoned our sim, and it's purely because we're not looking round enough. We're constantly just looking at whoever we are damage boosting or healing. We're just constantly looking at them. And instead of us like looking around to see how everyone else is doing and stuff like that, it's consistently just on them. And unless if someone walks into our LOS, we don't notice them. Okay, so throughout this entire time, yes, it's good to help the Soldier with the flank, but then as soon as he's done this flank and he doesn't continue to progress forward, we should then be looking main to try and what's it called, to help, because we definitely could have got our beam onto Sim a bit quicker here and definitely kept her up. Sim, we want to try and keep her charge on a bit like Zarya. However, obviously with Sim it's a lot easier for her to build up her charge like thing basically. So we definitely needed to we definitely needed to help and peel for our Sim a little bit sooner here. We can res here though. I'd say that the Reaper has just turned up. Once the Reaper's gone, I'd help Orisa now. You see how we're very tunnel vision on this res now, we can't help this Orisa. We definitely needed to we definitely even needed to res like straight away, or we needed to like go in and help the Orisa, okay? Because we ended up being way too tunnel visioned on it and then she ends up falling. Nice. Same thing again with the jumps, like try to make it so we're distant ourselves. You see how once again our sim dies, obviously once again not really a massive our problem, but like at the same time we should have definitely still been looking at her. Help her back, help her back. Once again, play this distance. We can just sit up on these like these stairs or like this high ground or something. We don't actually need to be kind of like playing main right now, basically. Nice balance in the beams. We can Valk here. We need to Valk sooner here. The reasoning is because this is coming into last fight territory right now. Okay? So we need to, like, pop our Valk. Because if we pop our Valk, when obviously the window goes up and stuff like that, we have a chance to get this Orisa back out into, like, some safety and stuff like that. But we definitely need to pop this Valk early. Obviously, then we end up J'ing into the remarch roll, which we should have definitely, once again, looked around to get ourselves out. So yeah, Morsnex, your main thing is you're not looking around enough. I want you, which is causing you not to be aware about what's going on. It's the reason why you're so tunnel visioned onto just to one person, and you're very much still doing the Duro syndrome stuff. But it's more so because you're not looking around enough now. It's like you're constantly just thinking, oh, this is the person I've got my beam on and this is it, right? We should definitely be trying to balance those beams with different people and be really trying to flick between them, okay? And be really kind of like, just, you know, like, remember you've got the health bar of whoever you've got on your, you know, whoever you got your beam on your screen. So pay attention more to that and then be looking around more, okay? So damage to Sebastian right now, which is completely fine. Heal, heal. Nice. Gonna go in on the flank with him. Just never ever GA into him here. Try once again to do a GA cancel, like here. So you can keep on damage boosting your Bastion, who obviously, you know, like help try and kill this bar and stuff like that. You GA yourself in when you don't know who's going to be here either is going to put you at risk. Let's say the team had a Widowmaker, right? As their DPS and she was holding this angle. You GAing yourself in like this, pew, your head's gone. Okay? I would rather you did a cancel J here, because not only does it give you the option to go back to your team in case this flank goes south, but at the same time as well, it's not going to allow you to take extra damage that you know, you don't need to take. Nice balance of the beams though there, I will say. You can't res that. Cute. Cute super jump res. Not the correct time for it though, okay? You don't know the risks right now, and what's it called? These guys can very easily just take you out of the super jump res. It's cute, I will say it's a cute super jump res, but it's not necessary, okay? And this is the reason why I do not agree with people learning the super jump res. In case people don't know, I have a very kind of like controversial opinion about the super jump res where I don't like it. I feel as though the only time that you should try to use the super jump res is to try and get yourself from like, you know, like to be able to get yourself a res off, like from a low ground to a high ground and stuff like that, or like over a wall. You just doing your super jump up in the open like this to res is still going to make you quite stationary and stuff like that, and, you know, in like one spot, okay? This is very kind of like, what's it called? This is very aggressive. If you called for your BAP to use lamp or something or pinged it, this would have been so much more safer, because obviously then you'd have the lamp to be able to help you with the res, and then you could just back off afterwards, okay? We should have definitely asked for resources here rather than doing the super jump res. It's cute though, I will say though, I do like it, it's cute, but it's definitely not needed and it's too risky in this scenario, okay? But we'll keep going. We need to help Bram here a little bit more, or like Bat or like Torb or something. You see how like we're not in to go and help these guys enough because we backed off so much basically. We should have definitely been in more aggressively so we can go and like grab our beam onto someone here, okay? Obviously we've got res, which is completely fine. See, obviously Bastion going for rotation. Be sure that we're going with him. Nice. Same thing again, don't GA into him. Just do a cancel GA when you get like to this kind of like here, because obviously you don't want to peek the doorway because of these guys and stuff. So literally just like stop your GA here again so you're not slingshot yourself into danger again. Nice beam management though. I will say your beam management is really, really good. Morsnex, I do enjoy that. Nice GA back. You see how like we're just doing these like random GAs, it's not giving us any better cover than what we're doing? Like, it was fine you doing it up to here, you know, to obviously like avoid the Genji, that's completely fine. But then there's nothing wrong with you just like playing low to the ground here and just make it, because what you could do here is if you play low to the ground here and then allow the Genji just kind of like slash onto you and stuff like that, you can then, what's it called, you can then GA yourself like up onto the roofs if like you desperately need to. But I think we're definitely putting ourselves at risk to these guys that are main as well. We should definitely just, what's it called, be really cautious of like where we're GAing to and not just be like randomly GAing about and everything. So he ends up backing off, which is completely fine. Now he's obviously start playing main a little bit more. You know how you're playing right now? This is how I want you to play all the time. You see how like you've still got your beam on your Bastion, but at the same time you're looking at your team to see how they're doing. This is how you should play all of the time, Morsnex. Making sure that obviously, you know, we have our beam onto someone that's like next to us, but we're still checking on our team. This is how I want you to play all the time. This is a perfect example of what we should be doing for the entire game right now. Obviously we stopped doing it now, but like, you know how like we were doing it earlier and we're like looking at the team? That's what we need to do. You know, the life weaver's behind, I would definitely like help to try and get rid of him right now, because obviously he's like a bit stuck where he is. Turn around and try and help with that, because I feel like we're a little bit oblivious now to like the life weaver being behind us. Nice. And then do you see how like we're very oblivious to the life weaver, the silver raz? Oh, the life weaver's behind us, alright? I would have rather you maybe even super jumped up to him and started like blocking him and stuff like that, like really make him panic or something. If you pick off this life weaver, this is huge for this next team fight for you guys, because you'll just like run it forward, because he has his tree. If you manage to get rid of him, then bam, this is just a free first cap for you guys. We should definitely turn around to try and what's it called? Help that. But anyways, keep it going. Nah, don't get ult out now. That's nice. You see how he's managed to get back and use his tree? We could have very easily picked him off earlier. Don't worry if you cut off LOS of your Bastion here. Your Bastion's going to use his ult. Bastions, normally when they use their ult, they'll try and find somewhere quite safe for them to do. You actually trying just to, you know, peek your Bastion right now is just going to be very, very distracting and not going to actually help your team who are currently, you know, in the annihilation. I'd rather you turned around right now and started damage boosting these like punches and stuff like that from the Ramartra, rather than you just being like really good tunnel vision onto the, what's called, the Bastion. Remember, it's not a necessity to be able to damage boost Bastion's ult. The reason is because obviously in lower ranks it will get picks. In upper ranks though, it's mainly used as a zoning ultimate, where essentially it will like allow people to be spread about, because obviously they don't want to stand in that area. That means that then you need to be damage boosting other people to then, what's it called, to then get the value from the Bastion ult. Alright? See, at this point I probably like just never mind, your Bastions are getting picked, fair enough. Nice. Obviously we do end up kind of backing out a bit now, which is unfortunate. Nice. We do end up actually escaping, which is kind of insane, not gonna lie. I didn't expect for you to get out there, I'm gonna be honest. Keep going though. Obviously I have a Valk to get in on this next team fight, which should be great. Nice damage response to Ram. Just same thing again, cancel those GAs so we're playing like back here instead of like GAing ourselves out into the open. I would, once this Ram starts pushing forward a little bit more, you know how like you fling yourself up onto this high ground earlier? Do that again, because right now we're stood once again in LOS of like this chokehold and stuff. I think definitely like rotate ourselves around here basically. Same thing again, we don't want to be out in this open bit. Still, honestly, there's no need for you to, like, to pull back right now. You could definitely just keep on playing where you are and keep on enabling your Ram and your Torb. The reason is because the Ramartra shields come up here and these guys are really, really weak. So these two are going to be able to do nothing. Bat won't be able to heal through it. Bastion won't be able to shoot through it. It's actually so much better for you right now if you just stay up here and just keep damage boosting these guys and helping these guys, because you're the only person that can heal through the shields and stuff like that on this team. So we should definitely be pushed forward here. Alright? We'll keep going. Because I feel as though right now we're backing off to be passive for no reason. We pop Valk now, so obviously they use Blade. Which once again, I don't know whether we could have maybe just avoided that with some better positioning. It feels like you're doing a cap in it, which is good. So I think over Morsnex it's the same thing again, where it's like we're not looking round enough basically. So we need to be able to, we definitely still need to be like looking round at people and like making sure that we're taking in as much information as we can, and making sure that we're if we know that we can still play pushed up, don't be backing off as much. All right, nice. Love how you like, you know, try and sling yourself into like cover here though. Definitely just once again keep an eye on your BAP, because your BAP's currently being attacked by the, what's it called, your BAP's currently being attacked by the Farah, so make sure that we're still looking for our BAP right now. Once again, we're still very tunnel visioned. And then you know the BAP is running away from something in that area, so make sure that we're not going that way. Yeah, no, kind of getting out, which is alright here. But yeah, I think definitely once again we're getting ourselves a bit lost in these team fights and stuff, but we don't need to. Alright, but we'll keep going. Obviously, just wait for our team to respawn. If waiting for teams to respawn, by the way, I would definitely recommend doing it here rather than here. Because once again, people, what's it called? People tend to rush down and obviously try and like clear up staggers and stuff, and they'll even push up like to here. And you're currently in LOS right now. So I would definitely, what's it called? I would definitely be playing more so in the cover, like around here, basically. But we'll keep going. So people are respawning. Nice damage boost here, actually, we'll say. Nice flick onto the heals. Keep on following your bastion now. Wherever your bastion goes, you go, basically. This is a completely fine time for you to, you know, be focused onto your bastion because he's, what's called, he'll be wanting to go for a flank. So I think this is a completely, like, fine time for you to be going for this. My only thing is you've pushed too far forward here. You can see how, like, you know how, like, all these guys are coming down main and stuff like that? It would be so much more So it'd be so much more better if you, like, just played down here. And you were like out of the way, like here, a little bit more, just so that like, because what happens is you've ended up flinging yourself out and like forward basically. So now these guys are gonna be able just to walk onto you basically. So it'd be so much more better if we once again if we played back around here and we played back here. All right. Because what's happening is that all these guys are gonna like start walking onto you while you're doing this ult. We could be avoiding this entire thing by playing back where we were basically. We were too aggressive there. Nice, obviously pistoling because Bastion can't see. That is completely fine. Time to pistol there. Now I want to try and obviously get him to go and help our bat. We can't do. Don't get a Glock out here. At this point, we just have to wait to see like if we can get some better movement. Maybe put our beam onto our Bastion and stuff. Because right now this is gonna do nothing, and then we end up walking into the bull swarm as we do so. Okay. Don't get too Glock happy. I like how you got it out to help your what's it called. To help with the kill of the Remarcher, because obviously he was like out of LOS of the Bastion. That is completely fine. As soon as you've done that though, I'd rather you just damage boost throughout the entire thing. All right. Love how you tried to go peel for your bat though. It's just unfortunate that you know they fall on that flank. That's completely not on you because you did the right choice of obviously you know going with the Bastion. Seems like you're going with your team this time. I go in obviously at the start, you know, just try and damage boost them and stuff. Oh. This is what's getting due to position, okay? We end up kind of obviously just jaying ourselves in, and then we're very kind of careless. Like, you see how like we're just stood around here? This is completely a chokehold. Try if you can to play around this pillar or be like really pushed up like towards these like areas and stuff like that. Because you pushing yourself in once again is going to get you picked off and stuff like that. So I think definitely play our cover a little bit more, play some like better positioning around there basically. All right? We'll keep going. Obviously, it's going to be another team refight set. It's going to be probably your last one now. So we'll see how this ends up going, basically. That's how you're trying to obviously, you know, tell your BAP to get back, which is really, really great. Just obviously while you're doing so, just obviously be careful of that, the top window and stuff like that, where your Lifeweaver, so where the Lifeweaver and Ram is shooting from. That's how you realize that now, and obviously, you know, choose your cover to be able to get around, which is completely fine. See your team are pushing up, so I think push up with your Bastion. Help your Ram here. Valk, nice. Push in with your Ram here. At this point, just push the damage boost onto the Ram, okay? These guys are going to be completely fine for like a second or two if you just push forward this damage boost with these. Because I think it's more important right now that you get pretty much a team wipe rather than trying to keep people up right now. So I'd push forward with the damage boost onto your Ram just to try and like get rid of all these guys super, super quick. We do end up doing it, which is really, really great, but I definitely would have done it sooner. We're going to the payload because obviously, you know, we need to touch it, which is completely fine. Avoid the pulse bomb. We need, like, once these guys are on the point though, because you know your team is on the point, it's not just you, I want you to push forward with this Remarcher, because this Remarcher is going to just walk forward, okay? He's got his Annihilation. He will just walk. I want you to be pushing forward with this and trying to enable him. Get him, like, rid of as many people as you can, because then it gives you more of a chance for, you know, to cap this without, you know, people contesting and stuff like that, okay? I'd rather you pushed up here to help with Ram. Alright? So you don't resin like right in front of the Lifeweaver. Once again, I prefer you were like, what's it called? I'd prefer it if like you either wait to clear the Lifeweaver or you obviously once again pushed up with the Remarcher. You end up capping it though, which is really, really great. Don't be tunnel vision onto, you know, helping your Torb right now, because obviously he's been like really, really aggressive. I'd rather you work on your own position. J away from the Tracer, like you have your options to J away right now. You don't need to fight the Tracer. Don't run, this is nice. Nice, don't forget to damage boost. Whenever people are in lamp, they're going to be obviously immortal, so you can get away with actually damage boost them a little bit more. Nice peel for Torb here. I would definitely be J'ing myself in a little bit more now to maybe like try and help the Ramattra a little bit more though. Because he's, what's it called? He's being quite aggressive right now, so I think definitely go and try and help him a tiny bit more. Or like go and help your Torb. Nice. We need to J here. J from a cover, because remember, there's still this Tracer. Who's Tracer going to try to go for? He's going to try to go for like quite stationary and low HP targets, which are obviously you and Bap. So definitely for this, we should J ourselves into this this room here to cut LOS from the Tracer for us. Because us like doing these like mini super jumps right now is not going to get us any better positioning. We need to try and like find some hard cover basically. Same again, we're like randomly J'ing about, we can just stay real. I remember if we're safe, stay in that space. Valk. 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 Okay, I'd rather you Valk though, I'm gonna be honest. Just try and like push the damage boost and try and like, you know, like try and get these pickoffs. Because you going out with a Glock here is once again very, very tunnel vision and stuff. Obviously, I don't mind because you end up, you know, pressuring out the life weaver and stuff like that. But it would have been so much better if we just Valks and just push max damage boost. We push it for this last fight, which is completely fine. Just once again, we're very out in the open of this window. Oh, you don't look cap in it, which is good. But we're very out of open in this window, so just once again try to play these pillars and stuff while we're doing our Valk. But same thing, Morsnex, but it's like we're still being really tunnel visioned onto like whoever we've got our beam on, okay? We still need to be looking about more and still have a bit more awareness. And then the next thing is, I feel as though now we're doing a lot of like random, like before, you know, when like we first started playing, we were J'ing like with a purpose, like to go and help people. If not, we're kind of like stood still behind cover and stuff like that. I want you to do that more throughout the entirety of a match. Because now there's been a few times where we've been playing and we've been like randomly J'ing about for some reason. I don't really understand kind of like why. So I really want you to also try and do that some more basically. Anyways, so I guess it's having like a little moment in sport, I guess, as we're, you know, everyone else is getting out, which is completely fine. Damage boost, nice. Damage boost soldier, nice. It takes 4 seconds for the anti-nade effect to wear off. So you can count that in your head, and when it gets to about, I'd say 4 for anyone that's above half HP, and then 3.5 for when, what's it called, for when people are like really, really critical, just so you can, what's it called, get in to go and help. With the anti-nades. Nice. See, nice GA way to get away from the Tracer. Nice ping as well. You and Soldier looks like you're going to go contest it, which is completely fine. Just once again, as you're doing so, just check main and stuff like that as we're doing so. Nice commitment though. That is so much better. You know how before when you were pushing this and you end up kind of like GAing in and out to your bastion? Do exactly what you've just done here. Do that. This is the perfect way to push this. This is so much better than the first time you did this. I really, really like how you're cancelling your J or like letting the J fully play out here. So much better here, Morsnex. Nice flying, obviously, from you guys. What you can do here is position yourself in this room. The reason is because then you can go and help people that are main if like you need to. And you can also stay obviously with your soldier here. So you have like the options here. It's like I heard you say and changed it mid-game. No, literally Morsnex. Anyway, obviously we're being very kind of pushed up and very kind of, you know, once again, we're playing in a chokehold here. Play if you can in this room. I like you do end up like crouching against it, which is completely fine. But once again, if you've seen how we've not spent any time looking at these guys to make sure these guys are okay, once again, still be looking around just to check and make sure. Nice, you can hear someone coming up, so I would definitely just drop down. Nice. Nice, just once again, apply damage boost. Trace has like a really small hitbox to be able to go and hit. So just definitely just stick a damage boost on someone else because they'll 100% have a better time at trying to shoot them compared to you. Nice rotation to the side. Nice how you're going with soldier on these flanks. My only thing is don't walk forward into here because of obviously these guys are, you know, they might be hit scans and stuff up main. Remember they have that Ash, right? So try not to, you know, like push in this way. If you need to try and help people main, just walk around and do it like this. Basically, you don't really want to be what's it called. You don't really want to be what's it called going in like this. Basically, definitely just go around and help these guys, alright? There's such a, like, a safer rotation for you, basically. Nice. I would do a GA here into the room rather than once again use super jumping up, because remember, use your super jump to reposition rather than positioning. Right now, you super jumping up right now is going to give you no better positioning, rather than you just kind of like slingshot yourself around to this cover. It gives you natural cover and also some really nice like cover to be able to, you know, help these guys and stuff like that. So I think definitely super like getting yourself into these rooms will be so much better for you right now. So people end up getting kind of taken out by the tracer. Just once again, it's like a little bit of awareness because we're just constantly doing these super jumps and we're very kind of focused on one area. So about, you know, try and keep your beam on people and stuff like that. It's completely fine. You try to stay on point here. You end up popping about. With Bastion, by the way, if you aim for like the blue glowy thing, that's his head hitbox. Just as a quick little thing for if you want to try and get him. I like how you go around on the flank to go and try and get him though. That's really, really great. Just remember obviously about that head hitbox thing. It's that little blue glowy thing. Just aim for that while you're trying to hit the Bastion. We'll keep going. Nice heals. Obviously, Ram's going to have slam right now, so we need to be trying to play like away from people so we don't end up getting caught out by the slam. Nice heals. See, Ryan's gone, so we don't need to worry about slam too much now. Nice heals. See, heal up Ram a bit, which is completely fine. Go to damage boost Soldier again. We're playing too close to the payload here right now. Like, we can very much get away with playing a little bit further back here because this Ram is like really like high HP and also the team fight isn't like really like fully started yet basically. So we can definitely like play back a little bit and just sit here and damage boost. Like we don't need to be on, oops, sorry, we don't need to be like on like near the payload right now basically. The Lucio's the one that's contested, isn't it? I love that. I'm gonna see if you guys actually realize at some point that it's what's called the Lucio. He has a move in it which ruins it because he could have definitely stood there for like another like minute or so, I feel like. Same thing with the random super jumps. Try to sling yourself off to the side if you can instead of super jumps. Gosh, this overtime's been going on forever. It feels like your team are like doing really, really well just to be able like to clear them up like super quickly. But I think definitely same thing again with these like random super jumps. Just try that we're, you know, going into like some kind of cover as we're doing so basically. You see how these like random super jumps are the reason why we could have maybe been caught out by this Bastion ult? We should definitely just stay down here, save our GA for when the Bastion ult comes, and then try to, you know, adjust for it. Nice, so we go for the res quick though, I will say, really, really good. Nice trying to keep up Ram. Safety again, try not to play too close. Like, I'd play still a little bit further back than what you're playing at right now. Same thing over the super jumps. Nice peel for Soldier. Oh, just a really, really good tire. Nice bout. Just a really, really good tire by the enemy jump. Nice how you're stalling this out and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I feel like this is where your attack comes to the end. Which is unfortunate because what's it called? You did really, really well throughout the entire thing. I will say Morsnex. I feel as though that round, especially at the start of it, you played a lot better. Okay, that was definitely a lot better from you. Just once again, stop with the super jump spamming. We definitely don't need to be constantly doing that. Okay, just try if you can to find yourself some better positioning rather than the super jumps. Okay, but we'll keep going.
Oh, a night mission brings back memories.
I'll skip before the timing more, so we're like actually in. There we are. So we're just playing up here with your Bastion, which is completely the right thing to do. The same thing again. Make sure that we're looking at what's it called? Make sure we're looking at our team just to make sure they're okay, rather than just being stood here AFK with the Bastion. The flying example. You know how I was talking about this right at the beginning about you trying to GA across here? Prime example of why not. Keep going though. Can't do anything for him. At this point, we just back out. Nice backing out. Help your back now, though. Nice. Can't do anything, though, because she's walking onto us. At this point, just reset. Just get your pistol and just reset. Nice. Just unfortunately, everyone kind of like falls over there. But yeah, just obviously be really, really mindful of them snipers. quickly fast forward it. Oh, never mind. Actually, we're in a team fight. I'm not gonna fast forward it. I always don't know like whether to fast forward or not because I don't know whether like you're just gonna be like entering a team fight or maybe like you're not in it just yet. So I'm always like just like really, really cautious. Let's keep going. Unfortunately with the Bastion, we could definitely go and res that though. Nice use of cover. Love that res. Very, very nice res. Nice heals onto Sim as well. Nice flank here with like your Bastion and stuff. Just once again, try and keep your Sim up a little bit more. Nice. Don't be afraid to damage boost your Sim as well. Remember, Sim has like a huge amount of charge. Nice. Okay, back off a little bit now, so obviously you guys can set up for the next team fight. Just let your team know as well that your Valk's nearly there. Really, really nice. You don't need to be peeking this to try and look for people, by the way, because remember they have those like they had the Widow, they had the Ashe and stuff like that. Obviously they've just switched off Widow, but we don't know that yet, right? So I think definitely we need to we need to be not peeking this. We don't need to. So play back and play safe, like play back here because we don't need to be peeking this. Nice flank obviously here. Like how you see how like you were until this part. You see how like you were you were playing outside of this room. I love how you did that. That's how I want you to cross more often, okay? Now don't play in the room because you know this Bastion's just obviously gone off because of the Junkrat. You see exactly why now because obviously that Junkrat, we don't want to be kind of, you know, nice damage response to the ult by the way. I'd Valk here, nice. Oh. Okay, they don't touch you, which is all good. But I was just about to say, don't go with the Glock here. I would just focus on the damage boost a little bit more. Okay, Morsnex. Your beam management on whoever you've got your beam on is good, okay? I like how you're balancing that damage boost and that healing. It's really, really great, okay? My main thing with you, Morsnex, is we're being way too tunnel visioned, okay? We're just spending our entire time just looking at whoever we're beaming. I want you to actually hardly ever look at the person that you're beaming and instead be looking at your team and see how your team is doing, okay? Because you know how the person's you're pocketing is doing because it's seen on the screen. You can see their health bar and you can see how they're doing basically. So you actually need to spend more time looking around. That will help you so much more with your awareness, which is your next kind of issue, is you end up kind of like doing these like random GAs about and like panicking and stuff like that instead of being very fluid with like where we should GA and GA like with a purpose. And it's purely because you don't know what's going on. And it's all because it's all because you're not looking about enough. You're not taking in that information. So then when it comes to the actual team fight happening, you panic and you're like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what's happening, okay? So be sure that we're moving about that camera as much as we can and we're taking in as much information as we can because that will greatly help us with where we can position ourselves and also like knowing where we can position, alright? Reses were alright, Morsnex, I really enjoyed them. And I think your Valks as well were pretty good basically. So just main thing is just honestly just make sure like, you know when you're playing, I'll show you, right? Training. You know when you're playing, try if you can just be constantly moving your camera about. So let's say for example I'm playing with my pocket target being this bot here. I will just be facing and just be looking here like constantly, so I know if I need to go and top these guys up and then I can just go straight back to healing. And yes, I will make slight adjustments, you know, to make sure that I'm slightly looking at him, but the majority of the time my main aim is to be checking on my team like this, okay? That's what I mean to you by like, you know, taking kind of like where people are and stuff like that, alright? Other than that, Morsnex, overall, like a really, really great VOD, honestly. I really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch who've been watching this. You guys can get your own VOD reviews, leave for 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!